right guys, I'm on the range. Just did some zeroing and accuracy stuff with some new guns, so I don't have a whole lot of time today, but today I'm gonna do this. This is a 4-run assessment. This is gonna look a lot like Mason Lane's Finding 100 drill. I came up with this. This is something that has been pretty successful for me. And actually the way I developed this was more so understanding movement options, but today we're just gonna apply it to like a stand and shoot scenario here. So I'm gonna fill this out as I go. I'm gonna talk my way through it, and I'm not necessarily gonna break this down in full detail quite yet, but I just want you guys to see kind of how my training's going so far. This is the cold run. All right, I wasn't sure if I hit that steel, so I went back for it, but I did hit it. All right, let me see these points here. The sun's behind the target and it's impossible to see these hits. 2 Alpha, Alpha Charlie, 2 Alpha. So I'm down 2 points. So that is 38 points. Divided by 451. We don't know the hit factor yet. We don't want to know it. So this is going to be my fastest fuck run. I like to call this the fastest fuck boy run. This is like your Instagram shit. We are going to sacrifice our hits for speed. All right. Yep, that was atrocious. With the hits here, I am trying to get the hits. I'm not just sending them at Brown. I'm still picking my spot. I'm still aiming for it. I missed the steal. I'm in the mode where I'm training for a match. This is the consistency phase. I don't want reps in where I'm missing steel and not going back to hit it. So in this phase of training, like I'm gonna go back and hit it, even though I'm in that frame of mind where I will accept a lot less confirmation. I'm still gonna go back and go get those hits on the steel. Maybe I'm just being overly cautious with the mics on steel, but I'm worried that I'm just gonna program in missing steel and it be okay. This is the all alpha run. Now we're gonna sacrifice our hits for time. This needs to be something that you can do 10 out of 10 times. If I asked you to do it 10 times, can you do it 10 times? Yeah, we know there's 40 points on the stage, but can you actually get 40 points on the stage if I asked you to do it? Can you put your ego aside? Like if you're the rabbit, can you put your ego aside and actually get 40 points? I'm not. So this is why I do it. Terrible grip, but that was great to work with. Oh no, that's a Charlie. See, I didn't get it. Not good, not good. And then the new pace. I'm gonna cut the video here, do this math. All right, we're back. So we've got here these hit factors. I ended up getting the same amount of points on all these, and the times are not really that different, but if you're really paying attention, I did extremely different things on all 3 runs. My cold run, I got an 8.43 hit factor. My fast run, 9.25, and my all alpha run, a 7.74. So what does that tell me? Well, not really anything specific, but when I have a shooting challenge like this, there's a lot of times when you run into a position, you have an array like this. So subjectively, the way that I want to shoot this cold is pretty decent, but the way that I shot this in my fast mode ended up yielding the highest hit factor. So when I see shooting challenges like this, it's just a little data point to collect there that my first initial assessment on how I should shoot it is to be this amount of subjective comfort, but this actually yielded a higher hit factor. Now this is only one run. This is only one go through of these. And what I like to do is I like to set a new pace. So I like to see if I can, in fact, use this information to then throttle up or down. So I'll set this. This is the NP, is the new pace. So I'm going to try this again, and let's see what we get. Obviously, I acknowledge that there is some bias here in that this is the 4th time I'm doing this. And yes, you can get better at doing something the more you do it. That's why I only do it 4 times. And then I make my assessment on where I need work, and I'll break this into micro drills. This is an assessment, it's not a drill. So that run looked a lot like my fast run, and that's just something to calibrate my subjective thoughts and feelings whenever I show up to a shooting challenge, to a shooting array, and I'm not quite sure how to handle it. This is a pretty high hit factor stage I've got set up here, but this is very commonly a shooting position that you'll have inside of a stage. Now, I like to do this for stages as well. That's not going to be this video. That'll be a better breakdown of the 4-run assessment whenever I do this and with full stages. This is just my kind of stand and shoot when I don't have much time. It's kind of my adaptation of Mason Lane's Finding 100. I also love using his drill. It definitely prompts me to like set up different cues. Forgot to reload there. Counted my rounds and everything. Let's do a full speed run and then an all alpha run after that. At this point, I'm kind of just throttling up and down like Mason's Finding 100, but having already established what like the hit factors are, what it should look like, I don't even really necessarily need to see the time to know what appropriate looks like for me on this shooting array. I'm really just trying to go for that optimized new pace run here, which should be something like 4.1 seconds with only maybe 1 Charlie. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Yep, that's how we do it. I'm gonna end it there. I'm end it on a positive note. All right, guys, that's another live fire session for you. Nothing fancy. You're just seeing how I grind. Nothing crazy. A little bit. Some of it's kind of random. A little bit kind of just misguided, kind of all over the place. Sometimes it's just how it is. I only have 30 minutes. I've got a couple things I need to work on. Usually peak focus is just consistency at this phase of training. Next time you see me, I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to be ripping these a lot, and I'm going to be doing it on stages like the one behind me. And it's usually going to be something like a 14, 16 round drill. And you're going to see these, they're going to be very different. And we're going to start discussing movement options and risk. And these will be very different. It won't be as, you won't need a magnifying glass to see the differences between these here. I'll roll in a picture of this so that you guys can see what I'm working on here. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Look at this. Did I just go the whole video with 4-run assment on here?